What's going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. It is Wednesday at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Bitcoin dumped this morning, and I said on the 4 hour, looks like it wasn't looking too good, and that played out exactly how I said. But I did say we were going to pump a little bit as well, so I was wrong in that case. Or if I look back, I'm sure we pumped a little bit, but then we dumped. So right now we are at, what are we at? 26,332. So right now, Bitcoin is pumping a little bit now from the lows, of the lows about 26,161. Exactly. So, we pumped a little bit now, and right now we're going to jump into the Bitcoin price. We're also going to jump into Coin Glass to see what the traders are doing. We're also going to discuss a little bit about life and love, right? And forgiveness, and just doing the best you can every day, and plant yourself, guys, plant yourself and be firm like a tree. But you're not a tree, because if you're not happy where you are, you can move, right? You're not a tree, you can move and you can relocate, and there's a lot of talks about Democrats, Republicans. You know what I just did? I actually just muted Democrat, Republican, because I don't want to hear about none of that on my timeline, because I know it's just going to get more and more and more and more mentions with the elections coming up. And in my opinion, it's more of a spread and circus, two wings to the same bird. And it's that way on purpose, to distract and to divide everybody, versus finding common grounds and being better, and working together to achieve a common goal. So I really don't even want to hear any of it. I also muted Biden, I also muted ordinals, I also muted racism, right? Because there's a lot of crybabies, and not saying that racism doesn't exist. It does exist, and it is what it is. But I don't want to hear it, I don't want to see it, because again, what I said yesterday was, you got to watch and be mindful what you're hearing and what you're reading and what you're seeing. Because if you keep hearing and seeing all this negative shit, and you keep hearing about the fighting and the bickering back and forth, it's really not a productive conversation to be reading, right? Or to be having in your thought process in general. So, I just wanted to just X that out, get up out of here. I don't even want to hear it, deal with it, because, we are the creators of our own environment. We are the creators of our own world. We are the creators of our own life. So if you want to take power and control of your life, go ahead and mute anything that you're not really vibing with. And that frequency, get it out of here. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. So what we're going to do right now is jump into the Bitcoin price. Oh, and before I do, love is very strong and powerful. And I wanted to let you guys know that, hey, I know that brings me back to the the political talk, right? Because a lot of our parents or a lot of our friends and family members may have different political opinions than us, but when it comes to the parents, right, and to our friends, right, some people will actually cut off their parents, and some people actually hate their friends now because of whoever they supported politically. And I used to be in that boat, because I wasn't as enlightened as I am now. Back in those days, I was actually, highly influenced by the news, which is why I'm so against the news now, because I understand that they lied to us for all these years. And if you don't understand and glitch out of the matrix, then you just won't understand. You're just going to continue to go with the flow, right? So, I just wanted to say, make sure you love your parents, right? Still, even though they may be on the opposite side of the spectrum as far as politically goes, right? So have that same way with other people. Other people have different walks of life, and they view things differently. Just be a little bit more loving and more caring. And, if you have someone in your life that you do love and that you do care about, make sure you take care of them. Make sure you love them. Make sure you don't give up. I think that's very important, that you don't give up on love, especially if you really, really, truly appreciate and love somebody. Because a lot of people will give up on you, but just make sure that you don't give up on yourself. And with that being said, we're going to jump into the Bitcoin price. I love you. God loves you. We're going to jump right into it now. All right, guys, we're going to jump into the hourly chart first. First, we have the hourly chart. We have a green dot here. So I think sell-off is done for now. So I think we could come back up. I think we'll test this level here, 26.5. If we touch that level and then come back down, that would confirm bearish trend that we're currently in right now. So if we can break above this level here, 26.5, and then continue to move up, I think we'll be in a better position. Money flow on the hourly is still headed down. VWAP headed up. RSI, stochastic RSI pointing up. So I think this is the start of a pump. We'll see how that goes. Let's jump to the 4-hour chart. All right, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, the 4-hour chart. Put my phone on mute. Sorry about that. The 4-hour chart, where you have a red dot, like I mentioned yesterday, and then we have the curving out of this money flow. So as you can see here, money flow is starting to come down. Hopefully it doesn't come down too much more, because if that does, guys, that's not a good sign. And we will dump more if this money flow. And yeah, look at that, guys. It's definitely coming out, so it's not looking too good. Money flow, and then we also can see here that, you know, we're starting to head down. Hopefully we can start to head up in the future. So not looking good. Again, red dot, money flow down, momentum down, RSI, stochastic RSI headed down. Let's see here. Came down below that weekly support and broke down below this support level as well, which was that 26.5 level as well. So not looking too good. Let's zoom out a little bit. All right, so we could come, all right, we're right back down to where we were previously, which is 26.1, and then the low, which I have an alert for, 25.8. So those alerts did go out on Twitter this morning when I got those alerts as soon as I woke up. Right after I woke up, those alerts did go off. So you guys were notified. And if you are watching and trying to stack sats, this is a great opportunity to do so. So that is the 4-hour. Looking like a I don't know what this could be considered. I don't know, guys. Maybe we come down to 25.8 again. That would be a double bottom, and then we would blast off. Maybe do something like that. Boom. We'll see how that plays out. All right, so let's jump to the daily chart. All right, we did have that green dot on the daily, and then, you know, the very next day, which is today, we got a red dot, and momentum shifted right back down. So, you know, I drew this yesterday, said we can come down and then up. So I was expecting a pump because of the green dot, but things can always change, right? So nothing is 100% certain, right? It's all about probability and possibility. VWAP pointing down, money flow red, not good. RSI, stochastic RSI pointing down, not good. So we're looking at the daily here, and on the daily chart, we are super red as well. We're under the ribbons. So again, our support is here at that 25.8 level. So as long as we hold 25.8, guys, we're good. If we lose 25.8, we can come down. Remember, I was talking about this in previous videos at the $25,000 level here. We could bounce. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. All right, so that's pretty much the Bitcoin price. Let's jump into Coin Glass. More shorts than longs. 16 billion short, 15 billion long. Scroll down here. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, I think that the short squeeze is still going to come. We still have 16 billion more shorts than longs. So it could take a little bit longer to play out, but I still think that it will play out. And, you know, let's get the Bears hype, guys, and get them all clapped up. So we'll see how this plays out, guys. This is Coin Glass, and it just shows us the open interest and what the traders are doing, what retail is doing. So because retail is majority short, I expect them to get clapped up whatever way that the majority of the masses are doing. The exchanges can see that, the whales can see that. They're going to liquidate everybody every time that this is happening, in my personal opinion. So with that being said, that is the Bitcoin price update. If you guys want to trade, I'll leave the link to Big X below. Be careful and don't over leverage if you do trade. I recommend just stack away, guys. If you do want to trade, that link will be below. Be careful. And with that being said, this is Bitcoin Chris checking out. Happy Wednesday. I'll see you guys in another video tomorrow. Peace.